Raymond Comfort, you are an idiot, but a dangerous idiot. How do you educate an idiot who has not even read the one book he claims rules his life?
Did he return it to the Pharisees, or did he keep it and buy a piece of property?
Oh no, they bought the piece of property. Read it carefully. He threw the pieces of silver down, and they
The
purchased
other
the
version
property.
says he himself purchased the pottery.
Oh no, show me the chapter and verse.
I don't have it on me, do you?
I will give you $100 right now, cash.
Where's your Bible?
Someone give him a Bible.
Now this man acquired a field with the price of his wickedness.
Many have tried, and all have failed. This is, of course, due to a combination of Raymond's limited intellect and his devotion to the dusty tome, which, as we know, he is incapable of understanding, or, it would seem, even finishing. But lack of an education does not inhibit Raymond from spreading his hate-filled, bigoted message for the sole profit of his fixed grin extended family. Raymond spreads fear to the gullible and innocent, fear that if they do not follow his limited understanding of desert folklore, then they will burn in hell for eternity. But this tired old rant does not fill the comfort coffers quickly enough, and so he regularly runs off a facile film for his flock to feed on. His latest offering is Noah, the Last Days. This is the apocalyptic message Raymond loves to preach. Sky Daddy is coming back and is going to torch the earth, and only by sending Raymond your money can you be saved. The apocalypse, of course, requires signs of its imminence, and so Raymond rewrites history in an attempt to convince the cash-rich to donate to his delusion. In this blog entry, Raymond trots out the old story of the world going to hell in a handbasket. I shall ignore Raymond's confusing humanism with humanistic psychology. The vacant lot he calls his mind is so often defeated by the English language that it is only charitable to overlook this one. But Raymond, you really should adhere to the biblical adage. It is better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. So on to your history lesson. You tell us that children intuitively know how to lie, be selfish and disobedient. We have to teach them to speak the truth. Raymond, before you can teach someone something, you first have to understand it yourself. And you would not recognize the truth if it was thrashed into you with 3 feet of birch twig, in relation to which you claim to know how to put the miscreants back on the right path. They should be bent over desks at school and caned and regularly spanked by their parents at home, because those were the days when children showed respect for authority, when cars and house doors were left unlocked, a murder was national news, when there was no such thing as school shootings, kids killing kids, randomly knocking out strangers, etc. Of course, those were also the days when blacks and women knew their damned place. Ah, the good old days, Raymond. Have you ever read a history book? Silly question, I know. We've got a history of school shootings in the USA documented back to the 19th century, Raymond. Perhaps you'd like to look those up. Now let us look at some statistics together, Raymond. No, don't run away. I'm only going to show you some pictures. You won't be having to do any of those difficult sums. Let us first look at the trend in homicides. That's people killing people, Raymond, in the USA throughout its European history. Some obvious blips there, but also an obvious trend. You do understand the difference between going up and going down, don't you, Raymond? Let's get some more detail. These are the crime rates for the USA between 1960 and 2012. Can you see the way the pretty lines have wriggled over the past 50 years, Raymond? If I take away property crime, we can zoom in, and then take away larceny and zoom again, and zoom again, and zoom, 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 zoom. Wasn't zooming fun, Raymond? And what did we learn? That all recorded crime in the USA is now falling back to levels last seen in the 50s and 60s, the lowest historical rates there have been. So the humanism which is spreading across the USA and the humanistic psychology which is impacting on the continued fight against crime would appear to be having the desired effect. Wouldn't you agree, Raymond? That is, unless, of course, the desired effect you want is for the world to collapse into chaos as a sign that your Stone Age superstitious beliefs amount to more than the tired pitch of a snake oil salesman. Thank you for watching.